Macca's burger, mate.
Nice. How's your trip so far in the Philippines?
Yeah, man, that's good. I'm enjoying it. You will love Jen's condo, man. Shit, she's got the big deluxe studio, like the double one with all the maids' quarters on the high level. I got to see the whole complex a couple of days ago.
Sounds really
It's
nice.
amazing, man. They got a billiard room there with like 20 billiard tables, man, and big conference centers and like model lagoons and indoor outdoor gyms, aquariums and fish, and man, it's like 6-star in there.
uh, Sounds really fun.
I want to set up the I want to set up the YouTube studio there. Yeah, it's getting some repairs. It'll be ready early next year, I think. Her condo. So
Tonight's stream, we're just hanging out. Might throw some charts up, but we're just hanging out talking tonight. So we had a big week for Bitcoin price run up. We beat $26,000 again, which was very huge. Very happy about that. Man, how many of you guys got a position before 26K? That was very good, very heartwarming for a lot of traders waiting for that price to move there. I just want to ask real quick, how many of you guys are going to Miami that did not let us know yet? Anybody going to go to Miami with us? Just the same people so far. Got that Miami meetup channel. Make sure you're posting them there. We had one member post a picture of him with the bull in Miami. It's pretty nice. I sent out the USDT prizes so far. I was waiting on Rendell to send me a message back. He's the only one that did not receive the prize so far. I didn't get his USDT address, but there's a $500 prize pool, and 20 or so people were entered in that giveaway, so pretty good odds. The giveaway bot's pretty cool. Giveaway bot's pretty cool. You love the charts, troublemaker. Hello, Romulus. Romulus is from Texas. How are you tonight, Crypto Ape and Oaktown Boys 713? Hello, Mr. Kumar. Your way was the first person in the YouTube chat tonight. Let me change the YouTube chat from top to live so we can see it in there. Tonight I do want to speak about some trading strategies. Some of you guys are completely over leveraging, and I want to say that you need to know your liquidation price before you hit that confirmation window. If you don't know your liquidation price while you're trading, it's kind of like you're buying a scratch off lottery ticket and you're gambling. So that's one very important thing you need to know when trading. What is your liquidation price? Now, I like to set my liquidation price as close to zero as possible if I'm going long. Generally, I don't like to go short. Very hard to defend a short, but make sure your liquidation price is as close to zero as possible. You can do this by two different ways. Either A, using less margin, or B, using less leverage. Don't use too much margin and leverage combined. Don't gamble. If you feel like you have to gamble to force a trade, then you're going to be breaking all the rules that you've already set for yourself. Some of you guys are asking, how do you enter a trade, tametheark? How do you exit a trade? Well, the entry for me is very simple. I like to buy when other people are scared, when they're selling. When they're dumping the bottom, that's when I like to buy. So the indicator I made based off of exponential moving average I like to buy when it's 10 to 20% under the exponential moving average on those shorter time frames, like the 4 hour, the hourly. If we're just bleeding down, liquidating all the longs, yeah, you can catch an entry. Now, you can use trend lines as well. Trend lines could be your friends. You can use patterns like cup and handle to get an entry. My favorite entry, double bottom. Double bottom on longer time frames like the daily or weekly, those are going to be phenomenal entries if they do hit. Generally, they don't hit a lot in crypto because, as you can see on the chart, double bottom for $50 Bitcoin, probably not going to come back anytime soon, right? So know your entries, know your risk. The guys that I see trading on spot have a higher risk tolerance on things that they like, such as Dogecoin. Speaking about Dogecoin, I want to remind you, we are still pre-Elon catalyst and we are under 7 cents. Do what you like to with that information. But don't come texting my phone when we hit 11 asking if that's the time to buy, because I'll refer you back to this stream. Don't be texting calling tametheark when we hit 11 and asking me if that's the time to buy if you didn't want to buy under 7. I had somebody call me when we hit 17 cents last time, talking about they didn't want to buy at 8, now at 17, should they start to get in? And I remind them, like, sometimes, yeah, we'll get these pumps on Elon Catalyst, but then we can do a retrace, either 50% of that pump to 100% of that pump. Some of you guys had some good entries in the Discord recently. I shared the Share Your Entry channel. And I just want to say, if anybody would like to give their logic behind their entries on their trades, feel free right now, because I saw some really good price points, but I didn't know your logic behind those entries. I see Anonymous Traveler still trading on Robinhood. He's got a little bit of crypto over there on Robinhood. tametheark, that's me. I did 150 times long on Doge. I accumulate Doge before 7 cents. We had another entry. Ultra Spark was long on Doge. His entry price was around 6.382 cents. So a lot of people entered before this recent pump. As you can see on the charts, this day was really good for crypto. Really good. My last green block on Bitcoin, if you look in the charts channel, that price tag on Bitcoin on the green block was only $25,760. It's very cheap. Now the price of Bitcoin, if you're looking at your charts, is over 26,000 and went as far as $26,460. Almost 26,500. And we still have liquidations up above 32,000 American dollars. And let me remind you, you're mainly trading against the US dollar, betting that the dollar is going to lose value over time. Now, this strategy makes even the worst traders big winners. During the COVID 2019 to 2022 pandemic, we had the Federal Reserve printing so much cash that the dollar became devalued and stocks rebounded from the bottom of the dip so hard, and some of those stocks like Nvidia making all-time highs even this year. So remember that you're trading against the United States American dollar over time. Some of you guys are trading against your native currency. So don't forget that. That's like the number one thing that I have to remind you guys. Crypto Ape says, Tame, do you scalp pets? Yes, I do scalp pets, Crypto Ape. I do find that sometimes the cheaper asset is, and the further down, when you get those limit buys and you fill those limit buys, you can set sell limits like 10-20% higher, and your sell limits are filling. You get that 3-4 times a week, and you can make bank on that spot trade. And you can arbitrage too. Like, there is the PulseChain trading portal. And then you can have HETs on MET-C. You have people swapping, and you can transfer that HETs into your MetaMask, bridge it over into PulseChain, and then swap it for the USDC on PulseChain and bridge back. Now, some people are arbitraging that way, just to give you some ideas. But right now, for me, I would be accumulating HETs here between 0.004 all the way down 0.001. Comfortable with those purchases. And I would hold it until it goes back up to 5-10 cents. And take major profits. Just my perspective. Right now, Richard Hart is being sued by the SEC. That's one reason why we had the big dip on HETs. But the biggest dip that we had on HETs was kind of like the stock split, right? HETs had a split. If you were holding HETs before, you got a free airdrop copy of PulseChain HETs. And PulseChain HETs has higher value versus Ethereum HETs because people have more demand for it because they can do quicker stakes. But if you were holding HETs before the airdrop, you got a copy of PulseChain HETs. Make sure you check on PulseChain to make sure you guys have your copies if you're holding before that. Amber says she just happened to pull out of Doge at a time where it wouldn't be at a loss. Okay. Anybody on Discord have any words they would like to share with the community about their trading style or some words of wisdom? Ramos says DCA on pulse hets and hets, pulse hets on his end. Yeah, that's a good strategy. Like, people are going to fade that strategy. And when the price goes up 10, 20 times, they're going to be like, oh, I wish I would have done that. And they're going to be devastated. I do want to remind some of you guys, make sure you pay yourselves. Make sure you are taking profits at the appropriate levels so that you can re-enter trades. But if you have a strategy, if you have a plan like I do, I have a big take profit on Doge at 21.45 cents. DP says, I buy the green blocks, but it doesn't always make a green candle. What am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong, DP, except for not using another indicator. If your only indicator is my green block, then you're doing it wrong because you also have to use other indicators as well. Generally, the most that we pumped before was green block with RSI completely oversold, MACD line significantly below the signal line. Those were the times that were the best entries. Now, if you're doing my green block indicator that the TradingView does automatically, then that's pretty rock solid. That's going to get dips that very hard for humans to get without limit orders if you're waiting for those buys. Like, it's very hard for people to just buy at those areas because it happens so fast. ASAP Aries says 21 cents for Doge, question mark, exclamation mark. I absolutely believe we'll get back up to 21 cents before we are completely overbought in that weekly RSI, ASAP Aries. Now, that's my trading plan. And I've accumulated Doge at so many cheap price points that I can set my take profit up there and be very comfortable. But there are some traders that bought above 21 cents that even if they sold at 21, they would still be down negative. Free Mind said Doge is probably one of the easiest 5 to 10 times in crypto. Look, people are very skeptical that we will never hit all-time high again. And some people think that because it is true that FTX manipulated the crypto market. They pushed up coins like Solana, Luna. They pushed up their own coin FTT to parabolic levels that we would never have gotten to without those market manipulation. But we have legitimate coins here with proof of work blockchains like Bitcoin, Dogecoin that can still 5 times from this price level. Retro Room Record says, what do you consider a cheap entry point for Doge in the past? I think anywhere under 7 cents is relatively cheap if the price goes up 300% from there. I can't promise you that we'll go up 300%, but when we do go up 300%, we're looking back, you will all agree. You'll all agree 7 cents or under was very cheap. if we go back up to 21 cents. So I'm looking forward. I'm forward thinking here. I'm not trading with hindsight. You trade with hindsight, yeah, you can win all your past trades, right? But we're looking forward here and doing some predictions into the future. Kathy Wood from ARK Investment. She really helped this crypto market pump recently with that Ethereum ETF that none of you guys saw coming. Don't forget, I'm the guy telling you that eventually a Dogecoin ETF is going to come. Don't forget that a Dogecoin ETF will come. What do you think will happen to the price of Doge if we get a Dogecoin ETF? Think about it. Use your brains. Use your brains. Don't be texting me, hey, tametheark, is now a good time to buy? I see Doge at 50 cents. Don't be that person. You don't want to buy under 7. Don't call me when I'm sleeping at night when we're at 50 cents going parabolic. I don't want to see my phone ringing. You guys should plan ahead. Plan ahead so you don't FOMO. That's my words of wisdom to you this evening. Plan ahead. If you're trading, be very methodical. Be very strategic. Don't be emotional. Don't be last minute. Don't be impulsive. If you're those 3 things, that's a recipe for disaster. I know some of you guys are a little bit impulsive. You are looking at your charts. You're checking what goes up 20, 30% in green candles on the 1 minute, 5 minute using some applications, but I encourage you to be very careful about that because you buy those pumps and people are taking profits and you're their exit liquidity. How do you prevent yourself from being exit liquidity? Well, plan ahead. Have very low limit orders, very high sell limit orders. Plan ahead. Don't be buying the green if you're not buying the red. You don't have Michael Saylor money, don't do Michael Saylor trades. Retro Room Record says, at what price during a Doge rise run should we consider setting a stop loss? That's up to your risk tolerance, Retro Room Records, if you have limit orders already under. So some people have a stop loss here. Maybe they have a stop loss at like 6 cents, but they also have buy limit orders already months ahead, so they're ahead of the people placing it around 5.5 down to 5. So make sure that if you have a stop loss, you have orders already down under there. Because if you don't, you're not going to be in line and you're going to get in the building last when we go parabolic. John said he got wrecked trying to long BLZ. John, good news for you. We have Dogecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. You don't need that BLZ garbage. Quit chasing the green. Quit longing the green. Quit longing the coins up 1,000% and start focusing on Dogecoin on the dips. If you find that you're losing a majority of your trades chasing the green, just trade Dogecoin for a year chasing the red. That will get you going. Man, like I'm happy. I'm happy. Just to be clear, I'm not committing insider trading. I had no collaboration or conversations with Elon Musk or Kathy Wood. I did not view any sensitive documents. It is just my prediction that a Dogecoin ETF is going to come. I think we're going to get it. It's going to be big. The big boys are playing ball now. Don't forget why you scalp. You scalp to take a little bit from the wells. That little bit you take from the wells is a little bit more you get for yourself. I remember scalping about 2 years ago. A well was buying up Doge at 35 cents while some of us were taking profits. And then after we took profits really hard, that well was left bag holding. So when you're scalping, you're fighting these wells, and when enough people scalp, sometimes you make the wells hold your bags. Sometimes you're holding the bags of the wells. But buying the dips from the wells, that's beautiful. Let's just do a little bit of analysis. Imagine somebody with a really large wallet, right, like Robinhood, just market selling on their own platform. Their own platform, it's not in the open market. They have complete control. Imagine they just market sell this Doge down to under a penny. Turn off that buy button. Keep the sell button. People panic sell all their Doge down under a penny. And this is only affecting Robinhood. And then boom, they're buying the dip from you guys. Be very careful about that. Oh, look, not your keys, not your crypto. These trading platforms, you can be very risky. Free Mind said he bought another 500 million Doge yesterday. Are you sure you meant to type 500 million Doge? It's a large amount. If you really bought 500 million Doge, it should show on the volume daily candles. So, I was looking at the charts today. I didn't see any daily candles up to 500 million. Okay, you meant 5 million. Yeah, that's more reasonable. I didn't mean to call you out, but I literally looked at like 20 charts today, checking volumes, and I did not see any daily volume 500 mil. I know, because I'm looking for a 500 mil daily candle. Venice says, why didn't XRP move more after the SEC case? Well, Ripple is one of the largest holders of XRP. The thing about these tokens and coins, it's very hard for one person to hold majority supply, like 80% plus, and for the price to still go parabolic, because they can dump it while price is going parabolic. Oh yeah, one more thing. It's come to my attention. Some of you guys are degenerates. Don't be a degenerate. If there's a token with infinite supply, and they can mint that supply for free out of thin air, don't buy it. You're just going to be buying what they dump. At least Doge has to go through proof of work, but when you're talking about these coins where, well, they're not even supposed to be defined as coins, but they're tokens that people are minting out of thin air with infinite supply, you are going to get rugged. Make sure any coin or token you're investing your hard-earned money into, you understand what that cryptocurrency contract is all about. People didn't learn from Luna. Luna had a minting mechanism. You can mint it. And then you could redeem it for $1 value. So people were minting USDT. Well, not really minting USDT, but they were minting the Terra Luna USD. It's a ticker UST. They were minting that, redeeming for $1 value of Luna, dumping that Luna, and doing it over and over and over until trillions of Luna came into circulation. That's why when tametheark shorted Luna at $86, and then trillions of new coins came in, and price went under a fucking penny, it made some people look like geniuses, and it made some people look like fools. Don't forget, when it comes to cryptocurrency, you do not want to trust anyone. All of your transactions need to be trustless. You don't want to store your crypto where you have to trust somebody has a key. Virtual Room says, how can so many different types of crypto exist and still have any value? They have value, but they don't all have liquidity. You can't cash out of every single cryptocurrency right now at their current price. It's mathematically impossible. The government hasn't printed that much money yet. There's not a lot of liquidity in cryptocurrency. So that was one of my big fears. I think we're in a bull market, but I'm scared. That is one thing on my risk analysis. We don't have a lot of liquidity, but that can go good for us too if somebody does a big market buy. It can push the price up parabolic. Let me check over here to YouTube chat. Free Mind said his father-in-law has about 15 million Doge. Pretty nice. That's really good. I think you should have at least 1 million Doge before we go parabolic again. You should probably have at least 1 million Doge, maybe 10 million hats before we go parabolic again. Right now, they're about the same price. Like, 10 million hats is only $76,000 right now. It's okay, though, because if the price goes up 10 times, that's going to be like a third of $1 million, over $760,000. So, 1 million Doge would only cost you about $63,700 right now. So, for you guys out there, probably either 10 million Doge, 100 million hets. That would set you for life if the price went up 10 times. If you only have 1 million Doge though, and only 10 million hets, and the price goes up 10 times, and you earn about $800,000, you maybe get set for like a few decades, right? But if somebody told me today that I only needed about $76,000 to put in something that could potentially 10 times, and I didn't have any money, I didn't have any cash, and I was viewing a YouTube channel, I would go out there and earn cash to do that. I would work in a grocery store. I would haul garbage. I would mow yards. I would go find furniture at apartment trash cans and put it on Facebook Marketplace after cleaning it. There's so many ways to make money. So right now, make as much cash as you can because you need dry powder. These things are at nice low levels before going for another 10-20% swing up. But what would you do if we go up 10 times? That's 1,000% up. Woo! I hope you have positions rather than nothing before that happens. You have extra cars at home? Sell them. You have extra equipment? Sell it. If you really want to trade and you have extra stuff that you're not using, sell it. Get some income. If you live in a big city, drive around the apartments near where you live and you'll probably see some nice furniture, some lamps, some sofas, mini fridges. You'll find stuff that you can carry and put in a small car, even like lamps and mini fridges, and put on Facebook Marketplace for like cheap amounts. But things add up. Things do add up. You can flip couches as well if you get some decent used couches as well. But you need a little bit more tools for that. You need a truck. You kind of need a truck for that. If you can't get people to bring it to you, which most people will not bring a couch to you. Venice says, what are the best 3 altcoins? Alt tokens. I think PulseChain is a good altcoin. Dogecoin, because potentially a Dogecoin ETF, which is going to be huge, big. And I think Cats is a good altcoin. If you start running a U-Haul to flip couches, your costs go up exponentially. So you can do something cheaper than a U-Haul. If you live down in the South, you can rent those trucks from Lowe's for a lot cheaper than a U-Haul. I don't trade Chainlink goals. I don't even look at Chainlink. Is anybody on Discord looking at any altcoins this week? I was just killing some time with this crypto after dark before we get in the new day. Tomorrow, September 8th. Yeah, a lot of you guys, but a lot of people I talk to, they have a lot of money. They have a lot of income, BG. But there are people out there that message me asking me to give them money, saying that they have no money. When there's It's not really free money, but there's so many good opportunities in America to get the money. And there's still a lot of companies hiring employees and actually paying premium right now. Right now, you guys are getting paid premium for jobs. UPS employees are getting paid a lot. Restaurant employees are getting paid more than ever before right now, too. We have grocery store workers earning $18 per hour, starting as a cashier with full benefits. So, right now we have people earning more money than ever before. And this is giving us more money in the markets eventually. Don't forget, more people are earning more money than ever before. Jobs are paying more per hour than they used to. We have people going from $7.25 an hour to like $30 an hour now in some states for the same jobs. Sento says all lies. What part of it is a lie, Sento? A lot of people are getting paid more money than they ever earned in their lifetime. Look at those girls on that fan website. They're earning so much money on the fan website. You have UPS drivers earning more than American professors. Although getting your package is probably more important than getting a lecture at a university. Freemind said he worked at Macy's warehouse operating forklifts for $22 an hour last year. Yeah, that's pretty good. Even some of my most recent job offers were $40 an hour. And these are managerial positions. I'm not going to take them up on it though because I don't have time. I would like to think that trading is better for me long term. But if somebody offer you $40 an hour and you work 10 hours a day, or even 8 hours a day, that adds up. That's 3 figures a day. And if you do your own gigs, you can make a lot of money too, charging what you're worth. I see people out here in my city parking in empty parking lots, washing your car, charging $30 to wash your car. And it takes them anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour for them to do a really good job. So these guys are essentially earning pretty good per hour with no overhead, and they're not really paying taxes on it. Because the way they don't pay the taxes on that is they write off all their cost. The cost for the water, the cost for their big trucks. Well, that's the thing about America, Freemind. You can be dumb and earn a lot of money too. Santo A says depend on what good money is in New York City, Miami, and LA. No, it doesn't, Santo, because in America, you have the freedom to travel. You're not bound to live in Miami. You're not bound to live in New York City or Los Angeles. God forbid if you're bound to live in San Francisco. So you can travel to where your money, your spending power is more. That's the beauty about being an American citizen. Ethan Mumford says, how do you think about Hawaiian Electric? I talked about Hawaiian Electric and the fires and their energy stock dropping drastically before, Ethan. I'm not a big fan of the company, how it was handling the electricity during the wildfires. And I did see a big short on the company before the price dropped 50%. So that was very interesting to see. I looked at the stock and it had very big shorts before the news came out. Even before a fire was there. So it's very interesting. Hawaiian Electric is trying to get out of the lawsuits and stuff, but the company's down a lot now. From last year, is down drastically. It isn't a corporation that I would be willing to bet money on. And I'm glad there's hundreds of other stocks that I could look at, such as GameStop, Smith& Wesson. I live in North Carolina, so we use Duke Energy for our electricity. And I know they've been expanding the infrastructure where I live, so I would go more for something like that. Yeah, a lot of people do the inverse trading against Jim Cramer. I think that's pretty funny. I have the Bitcoin and crypto heat map behind me. We're not getting a lot of movement now, but we're already pumped a lot drastically. Anybody on Discord earn a lot of money doing something interesting this past year?
I saved a lot of money on locking my electricity to one price for maybe 2 years ago. And
That's
that was
good.
really
What
nice.
country is that in?
Norway.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I saved, tons of money on that, on company and everything.
America, we can do something similar. We can set it to like a certain amount per month.
Yeah.
So that if something weird happens, we don't have to pay that electricity spike. But you're paying
Yeah.
a little bit more every month.
Yeah, it was. We can just completely just lock the deal on a certain amount.
That's
on
really good
each
for you.
kilowatt you're using.
That's great.
Yep.
Anybody else have any interesting stories about how they made a lot of money this year or saved a lot of money this year? I'll be saving a lot of money next month, October or November, when I buy 50 to 100 pounds of sweet potatoes for 25 cents per pound.
Oh, that's nice.
$25 will last you a whole year.
I did buy a Bitcoin on 16.3 between that and 18 a long while ago, but
Did you
I
already
still
take
haven't
profit?
taken any. No. I'm holding.
So you do have a lot of large unrealized gains so far.
Mm-hmm.
When I think about Bitcoin at these price levels, I compare it to flipping a used car without ever having to touch the car. You get something like a used car value and sell it up $6,000 to $7,000 more.
That's the best profit.
So with sweet potatoes Dirty D, I have them and I keep them dry and I can make so many things with them. And there's just so many varieties of sweet potatoes as well. I'm mostly eating these big orange American sweet potatoes, but I like to venture off. I like the purple sweet potatoes, but I never get them for a cheap price.
Are you doing any real estate or something like that, Tame?
No, never.
All right.
The government infringes on our rights too much already as it is. They can make you lose a lot of money in real estate. Right now, they're trying to do a big Airbnb ban in New York City. But at the same time, they're still allowing companies like BlackRock to buy up real estate and property. The real reason why property has been going so high in America is not because of Airbnb. It's because of BlackRock.
Yeah.
The government's telling you that you can only have 2 guests in your house as well on Airbnb. That's an overreach, and it's going to be a lot of lawsuits. I'm not interested in a lot of lawsuits for securing my way of living, so I don't want to get into real estate.
It can be a bit of a hassle when it comes to paperwork and stuff like that. I guess Norway's a bit easier that way. I guess we pay a lot more taxes than you guys do on the when we're selling it.
Maybe when you're selling. We pay property tax every year, though.
Oh, really? You do that in?
Yeah, so that means people like Bill Gates, they're paying like over $1.4 million a year just in taxes on properties.
I'm going to stay in Norway.
So the more value your property is, and depending on what city you live in and district, your taxes could be pretty high compared to your value. And there are some radical politicians in America that want to do that, same as that tax on your cryptocurrency, which is garbage because what if your crypto's up in value at that tax time, right? But then, boom, price drops after you pay a tax, and then your tax costs more than your crypto because a lot of cryptos drop 90%.
Yeah. That would suck.
Mm-hmm. Venice says, tell us when you got some big wins and also your big losses. One of my biggest wins was shorting Luna. Shorting Luna was a big win. Shorting Gala at 36 cents was a small size win. Like, it's a very high percentage, but I didn't put a lot of margin, dollar-wise. Luna was way bigger. I made a decent amount shorting FTT as well. It's funny, I made a lot of money shorting.
Shorting can be a lot of money, and it can cost you a lot.
Yeah. I'm in
a short right now, and it's not a good one.
I made a really big win on ETHW like 4 different times, 4 days in a row. And that was like 9K a day on ETHW. Because it just kept going up, up, up. It went up, dip, got the dip, up, dip, got the dip. Right now I'm holding ETHW, waiting for it to go up to at least $50. I had a big loss on PulseChain so far. Price is much lower than my sacrifice. And I made a video a while back. I put some coins into PulseChain, just like change, like coins like this, quarters, penny, nickels. And I think that's down like over 50% for that position when I put the piggy bank into PulseChain. After I did that, Gary Gensler came out and sued Richard Hart. But I'm still holding that. That's just like piggy bank change. So it's not a big issue.
I've been trading some small amounts on that LPT coin.
Really?
It's been pretty good. Because it's actually moving a bit compared to the other ones.
I think it's funny, like, usually when people are earning money from cryptocurrency, like the altcoins, over time, a lot of those profits find their way back to Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah.
They feel like they want enough, and they don't want to risk it anymore, and then they buy Bitcoin.
And I feel like when Bitcoins first start moving, it moves a lot more.
Free Mind says soon we'll be able to buy Bitcoin in Roth IRA. You already can, kind of. There's companies that do it. I met people at the Bitcoin conference 2 years ago that do Roth IRAs with Bitcoin. And they're all about tax-free Bitcoin trading. But it's like a very private company. And there's people doing it with retirement money, but it's very risky.
How much tax do you guys pay when you take out some money from crypto?
Well, if you're doing a Roth IRA, it's going to be different when you're taking money out at the end. If you're doing crypto trading like what I do now in America, it's a little bit different depending on what state you live in. I live in North Carolina. If I sell Bitcoin for a profit, and I take profit within a less than 1 year time frame, my tax is 35% of that profit. If I hold it longer than 1 year, I pay about 15%. If you're in states like California, though, they combine your capital gains with your income to determine your income tax bracket to determine your tax rate, which could be higher if you're making more capital gains.
All right. We just have flat 22%. Doesn't matter how you do it or how much.
But there's ways to get around the taxes in America, especially if you have cost or if you have accounts that not... If you're out of America for more than 6 months a year, taxes really don't matter if you have a good accountant. If you're earning a lot of money, pay a good accountant.
I don't mind 22% really, because like if you do regular work and have a regular hour, I would guess you pay around 38 to 40% taxes on the salary.
That's a lot.
So 20, yeah, and so 22% for crypto doesn't matter how much you take out or anything or how much you make. It's 22%. So I would say it's pretty good.
Oh wow, 22% like flat.
Yep.
That's a lot better than 35% for short-term
Yep.
capital gains in America. They do it similar for stock market too in America, stocks and options. Anybody on Discord have any questions or any ideas they would like to share with other Discord members or the viewers on YouTube?
Come to the Philippines, zero tax.
So that's the one good thing about the Philippines. You have 0% capital gains tax. So in America, if you're earning $100,000 per year, you're paying like 35,000 tax short term.
Property,
Philippines, you're paying $0.
like, yeah, property tax is like 1% or something. It's crazy, man.
It is several countries that has no taxes on crypto, isn't it?
Some countries have small taxes on crypto, but Dubai and the Philippines are like 0%. Dubai is perfect for traders. That's why a lot of really rich people, billionaires, are living there, paying the 0% capital gains.
I wonder why.
So Dubai is a little bit more luxury. Philippines is like more of an island, tropical. Dubai is more conservative. And it's very strict in Dubai, though. Very strict in Dubai.
Dubai is a place I would go to travel and visit, but I wouldn't live there.
Yeah, you have to be very careful so you don't get arrested also.
Yep.
So, hey, Rendell, if you're watching the stream, send me your USDT address on the Discord so I can send you your prize. You're the last one that did not get the prize. Everyone else already sent me their addresses today. But as far as your spending power go, let's just do some math. If you're like a decent trader, as long as you're earning $50 per day, you're going to have a good life in the Philippines, dollar-wise. Your money will go a long way. You can live in luxury hotels for $20 a day. And that other 30, you can do whatever you want for like your food, travel. You only need to earn $50 a day to live in the Philippines comfortably as a trader.
Sounds like it's time to move then.
Yep.
Yeah, you could live here for about 1,200 US a month comfortably.
Holy.
Very comfortably.
Yep.
That would almost cover my phone bill.
Your phone bill's $1,200 a month?
Almost.
Why?
I'm using it a lot though. Business calls and stuff like that.
That's weird. In America, we only pay like $50 for unlimited. We get 5G and we could do calls in other countries.
Yeah, but you can connect your phone bill with a lot of other bills, like all the apps and all the stuff you're using. Just they put it on your phone bill.
Do you use Telegram for your business at all?
No.
Yeah, you should start incorporating Telegram. It's very cheap, so then you only use your Wi-Fi for calling and stuff.
Yeah. Well, they're using FaceTime and stuff like this though.
Fly NFTs. Did you say you're going to set up a streaming place in the Philippines?
Oh man, Jen's condo is perfect for it. They've got the sea view, level 36, big, huge 4-meter ceilings. Yeah, it's luxury there, man. Like it would just be. It looks like Dubai, man, in that complex.
Where are you at right now?
I'm in Cebu near Mango Square.
No,
I'm just going to S&M shopping center right now.
So maybe later when you're back at the condo, you can video. We can drop down to the video channel and you can show us.
Yeah, I was there a couple of days ago. We had the agent showing us around trying to sell us another place. I'm not sure if I'll just go back, but yeah, a lot of the YouTube's a bit out of date on there. But if I do get back in there, I certainly will, man. It's like I said, I've been to quite a few hotels, but everywhere's like perfumed and huge ceiling. The billiard room itself, man. There's like 20 billiard tables in there, conference centers. Um, it's 6-star, man, everywhere there. It's ridiculous. I'll have to
Yeah,
show you some videos.
I've been there
Man,
before, like
Danny.
a few years though.
Yeah, well, not everywhere's like this, but Mandani Bay, Mandani Bay. You can look it on YouTube, man. Mandani Bay. The complex is very high class there. So there's a maid's quarter, but you know the big ceilings are nice for audio, for like streaming and stuff. Sounds nice.
That's good. It's funny, a lot of places in America we're still like getting internet that's acceptable speeds. I can go down one state below my state, South Carolina, and have a hard time finding decent internet because they have a monopoly. Like a crappy company has a monopoly there. Free Mind said he got beat up in Boracay. You got beat up at the party beach? Who beat you up? Someone beat you up there in the Philippines? Free Mind? Or they just punch you in the face? I mean, if you're mean to people, people are going to be mean back to you. Alright, so I got Rendell's address here when it's in Helmsy, last part of the prize pool. That was 500 USDT that was given away today. Good job, Discord members. Easy clicking the party hat button. Now I have to do my verification, my Google verification, my phone verification, all this stuff. Before I can even send it.
I don't know if I cut out Tame, but I gotta go, man. I gotta go get a massage. See you later.
Alright, enjoy your massage. I have a machine here that I can just plug in a wall and do for my back easily.
Yeah, it's all good. Take it easy, Tame. I'll talk to you soon. And there was no beating up or anything. It's all good here, safe. And my brother's here, security. So if you ever need a security team, I got many of them. All right. So see you, bro.
Security?
I got security. Don't you worry.
Nice. The guy on YouTube that got punched in the face said he offered somebody Bitcoin for the guy's girlfriend. That will do it. No matter what country you're in, don't disrespect people like that, dude.
What's the last place you need to be desperate as well? What the heck? Why would you do that for?
Try that in America, you'll get shot in the face probably.
All right, I gotta go. See you, boys.
See ya. Let me find my charger real quick. Need to charge my cellular.
Living the life.
My phone. Queen Ashley said her ex is from the United States. Hector says his wife is from the Philippines. Free Mind said he did not go back to his hotel alone. Don't worry. Did the girl's boyfriend escort you back to your hotel and beat you up again in a hotel? I think we're going to have a Doge ETF soon. Relatively soon for the market till one. As far as some of the altcoins go. Queen actually says you went back with a ladyboy question mark free line. Did you go back with a ladyboy free mind? That's funny.
He was a very nice woman.
That's funny. You gotta be careful when you're traveling in other countries, Remind. Use caution. Don't be rude. Don't be mean to people. I sent you the I sent you the money, Rindle. I can't message back. I already closed the message. I can message on here though. It's good though that you got it. I don't want to blast Rindle, but I saw him on I saw Rindle on his social media recently cooking a lot of steaks. Rindle cooking steak almost every single day. Just throw some sweet potatoes in there. I see every day Rindle's social media, like a different steak. I know he likes those. He likes his meat. Also, he likes it medium rare or rare. Sits one, almost the same height as Doctor Disrespect. I forgot about that guy. Thanks for
he's
saying that.
6'2".
Yeah, Doctor Disrespect's pretty interesting character.
Did you see it from he was throwing that ball, that rugby ball?
Yeah.
70 yards. He actually made it.
I like
That's a
watching his
far
gaming
throw.
clips.
Yeah.
Let me go
He
back. I
actually
gotta
made
fix my. Yeah. I
he
forgot I'm
made
not
some of the
streaming
maps in Call of
charts.
Duty.
I was playing Albion Online recently. It's a pretty interesting game. But there's only so much you can do in these games. I made a video on the game. I was gonna make an economy video on that game as well. Because the economy on that game is very interesting. They could have made an NFT game if they wanted to. With crypto and stuff.
That would be pretty sick.
Oh, by the way, I gotta give you guys an update on crypto. You guys know that ticker that I have on my YouTube live all the time, like Bitcoin prices at the top? Those tickers? That's gonna go away at the end of this month. I'm gonna have to do a new method for the tickers. Crypto Watch is shutting down. I think they are sold to Kraken, and they're gonna be delivering their services to Kraken. So it's very unfortunate for us. We had nomics.com shut down this year. Now Crypto Watch is shutting down. Currently, right now, if you look at Coinbase status, they are investigating receives are delayed for Solana network as well. Bitcoin's pushing up though. Doge is pushing up. I'm very happy with how the crypto market has been in the past day. Anybody have any questions or comments on the Discord? Miles Maddox says free Richard Hart. Richard's not in prison though. It's just a lawsuit. Yeah, if you want to add me on Albion, hi Lobo. My name's tametheark on Albion. I was going to do something. Let me open up Albion because I want to do something real quick. I have this computer set up behind me, the super ultra wide, and Albion looks pretty sick on there. But I also have the 7 monitor set up for just looking at charts and stuff like that for trading. I like to load up a bunch of different charts and use my green block indicator to catch the dips. And depending on which one dropped the most, probably go heavy on that one. Yeah, that's a good computer. I mean, you only need a $50 graphics card. This is like a very old, cheap graphics card. It's called NVIDIA NVS 510, and it can run 4 monitors by itself. They also have the other model that can run 8 by itself, and you don't really need a great processor for it. No, it's very, very, very cheap build. I was going to make a video about that too, trading computers, like computers you can use for trading. So let me stream this game real quick too. I just want to do something. And then I'm going to make it small up here. Put the game over there. Maybe put the game on my t-shirt. Make my stream a little bit bigger, like this. Look. So my game is a t-shirt.
I like the 50 cent you put on the stream earlier.
Yeah, I like using that 50 cent for the resistance. We broke the 50 cent resistance though. Eventually, we're not going to go back there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the MVS 510, brand new, $50. I got mine for $10. No. The graphic card and the one for my stream is a 1080 Ti. Now available for 180. Like I'm using a 1080 Ti for the YouTube stream. You can get a 1080 Ti for like $180 on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. Yes, sir. A 4090 is pretty good for late game stuff, but I do want to remind you that it is very power heavy. So sometimes you'll get frame drops because you're using too much power and you don't have a good power supply. So if you get a 4090, at minimum, get a 1200 power supply. Don't cheap out on your power supply if you are going with a 4090 graphics card.
Yeah, I always max on the power supply. I like to overclock and stuff like that because it's fun.
This computer that I've been streaming the YouTube on, I've had it for over 7 years. And most of those years, the computer's on daily, sometimes 24 hours a day, especially with a stream. So, to put it in perspective, a good power supply can get you going a long way. Because if your power supply dies while you're doing stuff, you're going to have to replace that, and it can be very expensive. My game laggy sometimes in here. It's weird. And it's not because of my graphics card, it's about this game. They did an update recently. And even with the 4090, I have these frame drops sometimes. It's like it's trying to load but having a hard time loading. Radeon, there's some decent Radeon cards now too. Decent Radeon cards out there. A 50-inch monitor, 4K, like super ultra wide monitor. I use that one back there. I think it's 49 inches, pretty good. Oh, you're using a TV monitor, so that's not going to be super ultra wide. You're going to have a different resolution. But it's okay though, it still works. As far as crypto, we can get more games in the crypto space. I think that's the way to go. Currently, this game right now I'm playing is Albion Online. There's a company that bought it recently, Sandbox Interactive. But, man, would it be great if Gala Games come in and bought this company out. That would be huge. Because they could bring more value in. Gala has been acquiring companies, and that's how more and more people hear about the token. I'll trade Gala Games sometimes. They had a big partnership with Snoop Dogg for his NFTs. The Gala price isn't going well. The company's going well, but the price isn't going well because there was more tokens being minted. That's why I mentioned earlier. Be careful if there's more token supply being minted, because that will get you in trouble. That will make your bags go down drastically. If more and more tokens are being minted.
I was hoping for a little bit better drop on the BTC so I can fill up my bags a bit more.
Oh yeah.
I regret not buying more when it was lower.
People are going to say that when Doge goes above 10 cents again, knowing good and well, they could have bought it under 8. They could have got it under 7.
I'm thinking about buying Doge now. I don't have any.
If you don't have any, like, now's a good spot to at least start dollar cost averaging if you don't want to, like, fully commit.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to fully commit, now's a still decent time for, like, beginning that DCA.
Yeah, I was thinking about starting that. Put it up this weekend.
Will not be the worst time. XRP's been getting a little bit of volume, though, as we cross back over that 50 cents. A little bit of buys. A lot of traders are already in position. They're just waiting on their take profits. that take profits. Ooh. That's brutal. My net worth, network. I'll be gonna have a pretty decent amount of silver on all my accounts. I'm just trying around on this account right now because I could log off at any moment.
Did you ever play Lineage back in the days?
Never played that game.
That was pretty hardcore.
Yeah, like I'm getting these frame drops randomly on this game. It doesn't matter what computer I use, I'm getting these frame drops on Albion a lot.
Is it the network that does it, or
No,
the
it's
MS
definitely a software issue on their side.
Oh yeah, the engine they're using probably.
Maybe something's not right though.
Hmm. It's
But
not
it's like
that bad,
random.
though. I've seen worse.
Yeah, it will stutter really bad depending on the machine. Even with better graphics cards like a 4090.
Yeah, I got that, but I had to wait for a very long time to get it because you don't find it in the store because of the miners.
Yeah, but you can find cards now online.
Yeah,
Not many
now it's
people are mining with cards. After Ethereum went to proof of work, I meant from proof of work to proof of stake, cards flooded the markets.
they had big issues with it when the 3080 came.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't get it in Norway in the stores for months and months.
Hmm.
I think it took 6 months after the release before we could actually buy it in the store in Norway.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Actually, Streamlabs is using a lot of my processor right now.
Streaming is taking a lot actually from the computer.
Oh, you know what? I'm not even using this. I'm gonna take out the game right here and see if it's still using 39%. I mean, just using my web camera, Streamlabs is using a lot of the processor. Yep, right now it's about 31%. Not bad. Some people use 2 computers to stream. If I take off the camera, it doesn't use as much. Right now I'm using the 4K camera.
Oh yeah, that's gonna take a lot 4K.
Yeah.
It does.
Yep.
And as I say, most streamers are actually using a separate computer for streaming.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna log off. It's 6:30 almost for me now in the morning.
All right.
Just wanted to say hi before I log.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you guys too.
See you next time. Is anybody in a position right now, longer or short?
Not yet.
Not yet. Maybe later.
Yeah. I'm just looking at it. I got a kind of a plan.
What are you looking at though to get into if you were to get into something?
Sorry about that. I'm looking for Bitcoin to break 26.5. Think about entering maybe Fetch AI or Doge.
Bad.
If we can get above that, then I think I could definitely get a trade off.
For Fetch AI or Doge.
Have you ever looked at that Fetch AI coin? It's been acting kind of crazy in a good way since,
Yeah, but
during this whole.
how much supply is currently out?
I was hoping you could look at that for me. You're way better than I am.
I mean, you can go to CoinMarketCap and look at supply, total supply, and stuff like that.
I know, but I don't understand like tokenomics and all that stuff with the way they run the whole thing.
You better understand total supply though. If you don't even understand what supply is, that's gonna destroy you. I can check it in a second, but I generally haven't traded those. My computer keeps turning off the stuff. Let me
That's like the one coin that I really want you to like just look at and just give me your honest opinion.
Didn't it already pump though? Didn't it already go parabolic and then start retrace?
No, not yet. It just been acting pretty good, but now it's doing a little retrace right now. Nothing major. The way it moves, you can make 5% like any time.
Before you ever trade any token though, you have to look at the tokenomics.
Well, I understand market cap and coins unlocked and the full supply being out there. Yeah, I get that. I know it's not good when they got to release a bunch of coins. I know that.
So the first thing I see on CoinMarketCap, total supply is over 1 billion, but they don't have the mat supply out yet. We don't know the exact mat supply. We'd have to look at a contract. So that's a little bit scary.
I know. I remember when it was at 5 cents way back when like the whole market was totally screwed. Like when Bitcoin was like at 16,000, it was like at 5 cents.
Yeah, around day one of the bull market, if you would have bought Fetch AI on that day, you would have been sitting on a pretty penny right now. Most things on day one of the bull market and November 11th last year, things are up drastically. But we had the AI stuff come out. The market cap for Fetch AI is about 290 million, $201 million market cap. But I don't like that they don't have the total supply. Circulating supply is over 818 million though. Total supply, it says 1.1 billion. But I would have to go through the contract and look at the minting capabilities and stuff like that.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's where you're gonna help me if you could a little bit, because it's getting a little nerdy for me. Maybe it's something good to look at, though. I mean, I know you don't really mess with it, but
Well,
it's not good.
I'm going to send you a link. You can read this link as well, Ahmad. And it will kind of explain the stuff that you're asking me about. I sent it to you. Check your message. It's from D3IKE.
Okay.
I just sent you a message.
You finish the cigar.
But look on that right side where it says circulating supply and stuff, mat supply. It does have a pretty big supply though, for the price to be up this high.
They do like autonomous like bots, I guess, or something, or AI bots that are gonna like run companies and stuff, I guess, or run, I don't know, parts of handling customer service, and, or you could like make the agent do what you want it to do, like clone you or shit.
Not really clone you, but you can do that stuff without a cryptocurrency though. You don't need a cryptocurrency to participate with artificial intelligence right now. I figure out my camera is glitching out. Let me, properties. I don't remember which one of my camera keeps, yeah, nothing's flickering.
So let me tell you where I'm at on Doge. Don't be mad at me. I sold it at 06391, and I've been out ever since it retraced from there, and now it's come back to here.
Are you gonna get back in?
I want to, but I'm just like, I need. I feel like my entries haven't been good enough.
Okay.
Like, look where it just came from. Where it just came from, I feel like it likes to keep testing that for now. At least 63 flat.
Not bad. Under 7 though. Hopefully we don't go 7 while you're sleeping. That would be brutal.
Yeah, I'll be okay. It's not that big a difference, really. Just like I'm almost to just have the confidence that it's going the right way.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions before I hop off the crypto after dark and put the charts back on the chart stream? We're on September 8th now. It's going to be day 34 since we've been uptrending from our most recent bear market dip. All right, I'm going to wrap up this stream. Yep, I still got watermelon. I'm going to go eat one right now while I put on these charts. I'm going to end this stream and start the charts. Let me give you a preview of what you're going to see with the charts. This is.
Could you talk about the liquidations before you leave?
Yeah, I was going to start that. I'll do it right here. So Doge has liquidations up to, well, let's put everything on a 4-hour to get a better view of liquidations. Because I'm looking at this 4-hour, this is the best time to accumulate. This is literally like a great time to accumulate down here, but liquidations for Doge goes above 7 cents. Bitcoin's above 28K. Ethereum's above 1784. XRP, I don't have it on here anymore. I will restart the stream though. I'm not going to keep this one going just because we have the crypto after dark. Well, I can keep this going. How about this? I'm going to clip this whole stream for YouTube, and that can be the stream. Since it's less than 2 hours, I can just clip the whole thing, and then I can just change the title. So let's do that real quick.